Woodworkers require precision. Even tiny errors in measuring and marking can cumulatively add up to big problems later in your project. Tape measures, folding rulers, and yardsticks, they have their place, but not for fine woodworking. You need a precision rule made specifically for woodworking. Now, in other videos, you may have noticed my pegboard rack of measuring and marking tools. Today, we're going to take a look at the top of the line Woodpeckers Woodworking Rule. The first thing you need to know is that this ruler is not something clumsily adapted to woodworking. This thing is made for woodworkers. The edges of the rule are beveled at 30 degrees, right down to the edge of your work. This is critical because otherwise you could introduce a small error due to the visual parallax inherent when viewing a thicker rule. Of course, like most Woodpeckers products, this rule is made of heavy aircraft-grade aluminum and has been anodized so that it is not only attractive, but it'll stay that way. The laser engraved markings are deeply etched into the surface, and the contrast of the white lettering makes the markings really easy to read. The rule is heavy and dead straight, and it'll stay that way. The underside of the rule has a slightly relieved area along the length that helps assure the rule lies perfectly flat on your workpiece. And these finger grooves in the top make it easy to slide the rule around to get it into position. But it gets even more interesting. With the ruler turned this way, it's a standard rule with 1/16 inch graduations. If you turn the ruler this way, it's a center scale. Do you need a center scale? You bet. With a center scale, you can easily space marks from the center of a workpiece, but you can also use the scale to find the center of a workpiece. Check this out. Place the rule on a piece of wood and line up the same mark on both sides. And even if the rule is running at an angle across the wood, the 0 mark is at the center. Want proof? Let's line up the 4-inch marks on both sides and mark the center. Now let's line up the 5-inch marks. Notice the rule is crossing the board at a much larger angle, but it doesn't matter. As long as I carefully line up the same dimensional mark on both sides, the 0 mark in the center of the rule will be in the center of the board. See? Woodpeckers Woodworking Rules are available from Highland Woodworking in 6, 12, 24, 36, and 49.5 inch lengths. And as long as you're getting this top-of-the-line rule, you might as well go ahead and add to its versatility by adding the Woodpeckers Hook Stop and the Woodpeckers Rule Stop to your order. Now, the hook stop attaches easily to all new Woodpeckers Woodworking Rules except for the 6-inch model. You use these 2 Allen screws and the included Allen wrench and attach it right here. And you'll never wonder if your rule is lined up perfectly with the edge of the board. It'll be spot on every time. This is super handy when working with larger pieces of wood. Round out your measuring and marking capabilities with the Woodpeckers Rule Stop. This gadget is available in either 1.5 or 2¼ inch size. Now get the larger one to fit the Woodpeckers Woodworking Rule. You can position this anywhere along the length of the rule for quick, accurate, repetitive marking and layout. Aircraft-grade aluminum and stainless steel posts and screw assure this accessory stays accurate and beautiful for a long, long time. Here's sort of the bottom line. If you're building fine furniture, you need accurate measurement and layout. And Woodpeckers Rules will be the only rules you'll ever need. If your work demands the best in accuracy, then this is it. Get a rule made specifically for woodworkers, the Woodpeckers Woodworking Rule. I use mine every single day.